A gag order imposed on Donald Trump by a judge ahead of his New York criminal trial beginning Monday bars the former U.S. president from talking publicly about certain people involved in the case and their families. Trump has pleaded not guilty to charges he falsified business records to hide a hush money payment to an adult film star before the 2016 election and called the prosecution politically motivated. Stephanie Clifford, known as Stormy Daniels, said she was paid to keep quiet about a 2006 sexual encounter with the then reality TV star. Trump denies the relationship, and he's publicly attacked Daniels and others connected with the case. Those remarks led Justice Juan Merchan to impose the gag order on the Republican presidential candidate.
It's essentially a court order restricting his ability to speak about people involved in the case.
Luke Cohen has been covering Trump's New York criminal trial for Reuters.
It does not restrict him from speaking publicly about the judge or about Alvin Bragg, the district attorney, but that if Trump starts talking about potential jurors or about potential witnesses in a way that they find threatening, it could pose a risk to the proceedings if jurors don't want to serve or if witnesses are reluctant to testify.
Prosecutors sought the order because they said Trump had a long history of verbally attacking people involved in legal proceedings, and Justice Juan Merchan approved an initial order in late March covering witnesses, court staff, and jurors.
Trump then started publicly disparaging the judge's daughter online. The judge's daughter works for a political consulting firm that has Democratic clients, and Trump in social media posts referred to her by name and pointed to her work. After Trump made those posts referencing his daughter by name, the judge expanded the gag order to also cover family members of himself and of Alvin Bragg, the district attorney.
We have a judge who I believe is a crooked judge and a crooked attorney general, absolutely crooked. We did nothing wrong at all, 100%.
Trump's lawyers have called it an unconstitutional restriction on his right to free speech. They say, he is the leading candidate for president of the United States, and he should be able to, campaign and speak as he sees fit, and that the restriction on his speech violates the First Amendment. They have argued that some potential witnesses, such as Stormy Daniels, have continued to criticize him in public, and that Trump should have the right to reply by, responding to their points or criticizing them. It should be noted that nothing in the gag order prevents Trump from speaking publicly about the case. He is allowed to criticize the case, to say it's politically motivated, declare his innocence, call it a witch hunt, all of which he has been doing. None of that is prohibited by the gag order.
This is election interference. That's all it is. Election interference.
So far, neither the judge nor the district attorney has accused Trump of violating the gag order. Before the order was imposed, he had criticized one individual prosecutor on Bragg's team by name multiple times. Since the gag order was imposed, Trump has not mentioned Matthew Colangelo by name anymore. Also, since the gag order was expanded to cover the judge's family, Trump has no longer spoken about his daughter publicly, although it should be noted that he also has not deleted the social media post in which he criticized her by name. If the judge finds he does violate the gag order, it could in theory be punishable by fines or even potentially jail time, but we are not there yet.